G'day everyone and welcome back to another episode of Grip Auto. We are bringing to you today something a little bit different. It's going to be the most fantastic, tremendous, spectacular, amazing top 10 list ever to be put onto YouTube. Anyway, so what we're doing is it's a top 10 list of cars that are under $10,000 that are a little bit left of field, a little bit of an alternative, something you may not have thought of before, not your typical cars that you'd go out and buy. So, could be for project car, could be for your weekender, could be for your daily, but it's specifically for enthusiasts. So, let's get it underway. This list, full disclaimer here, it's 10,000 Australian dollars. G'day. So the equivalent might be, for example, I don't know, 18, 20 grand in US dollars. Another thing is in the Australian market, these cars are of this value, but somewhere else in hoodly land, they may be worth $1 million. But anyway, let's get underway. It's a top 10 list with 12 cars. Make sense of that. And but bear with us till the end and you'll see why. Hitting it off, number 10. The beautiful Alfa Romeo 147 GTA, or in English, the 147. No, it just sounds a bit more romantic in Italian. So, what we have here is a fantastic V6 Giuseppe Busso engine, the most amazing sounding V6 engine on the planet. It's a Busso. Busso engine. What other reason do you need to buy it? But yeah, it's a modern classic, it's a hot hatch, it's got a V6 in the front of it. Its setbacks were, other than it being an Alfa Romeo, may not be the most reliable thing. Again, don't forget this list is a bit of an alternative list. The handling and that diff, it couldn't put down the power and the torque to the front wheels like its competitors could. So, but the benefit here is you can, if you look hard enough, find one for under 10 grand, and chances are it's already had the modifications that turn this thing into an absolute amazing hot hatch. So the modifications that we speak of are the upgrade of that front differential and the upgrade of the suspension. Don't forget, please do yourself a favor and throw an exhaust on this thing if it hasn't got one already. It will sound fantastic. Number 9 on the list. Well, yeah, it's Japanese. It's 4-door, it's turbocharged. No, it's not an Evo, and no, it's not a WRX. It is a Mazda 6 MPS. Next level. Otherwise known in other markets as a Mazda Speed 6. Now, this thing is a turbocharged engine that is powered by 4 of the long round things, otherwise known as cylinders. So essentially you have a sports sedan, manual transmission, all-wheel drive, and it's got a factory wide body, a nice little subtle body kit to it. You know, it's just not out too much out there. It's got a nice little lip boot spoiler and all of that jazz. It looks pretty nice and neat, but it is a bit of a sleeper. Most of them that I've seen are come in a nice grey or dull, you know, grey silvery colour. So just incognito, just cruises through. Yeah, you've got Mazda reliability, it is pretty bulletproof, and it's an affordable bang for buck car. So there you go, number 9. Number 8 on this list. It's well, it's a BMW and it's a 3 Series, but it's an alternative 3 Series. You might think of an E30, that's what everyone thinks of really, but we're on a budget. Why not go for the middle child? Everyone goes for an E46 or an E30, but hey, the middle child, the E36, what a great middle platform. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit more comfortable, and a bit safer than an E30. And why not? It's a budget-friendly car. Get a 6-cylinder version. Here's the tip: 6-cylinder, 2-door, in a manual. You're onto a winner. It's a baby M3. Just throw in again a nice simple exhaust on it. Will make that BMW 6-cylinder sound so sweet. I mean, have a listen to these. And yeah, you can't go wrong. It's comfortable, it's got class, it's luxury. You know, you can get something with a nicely kitted out for a, you know, a leather interior and all the little mod cons and bits and pieces, but it's a great little package. You can make this thing handle well. Don't go over the top, don't make it look stupid, but keep it classy. It's a great car. Number 7 on the list. 7, we have, well, it's battery powered. What car can you get that's worthwhile owning that's battery powered and under 10 grand? Well, you would have forgotten about it, but it's the Honda CRZ. It's a hybrid. It's sort of battery powered. It's got a battery in it, but it's a hybrid. It's a 1.5 litre with a hybrid system. So get yourself a manual. If you can find one, save the manuals. We need manuals, people. So buy a manual version. Happy, fun little car. It's economical. It's reliable. It's cool. It looks cool. You can have some fun driving it around, and I guarantee you people will be asking questions about it all the time. A lot of people won't even know what it is. But cool little 2-door sports car that Honda produced. A lot of people have forgotten about it, and it pays homage to the CRX. Who doesn't love a CRX? CRZ, go find one. So number 6 on the list, it's a concept car of sorts. Well, yeah, it is. It's the original Audi TT. What a fantastic looking car. When this thing came out, it looked fantastic. It looked amazing. People were like, wow, what is this thing? The interior even looks fantastic, and they put it into production pretty much as it was unveiled at the motor shows. This thing here is a modern classic, and it is aging really, really well. Get yourself a turbo version of the engine. It comes in a 1.8 litre turbocharged 4-cylinder, and get the Quattro. I mean, why would you buy an Audi without Quattro anyway? So get one of those. You can have some fun with it. It looks great. Pull up at a Cars and Coffee, and I'm sure that it won't be out of place there either. So Audi TT. Number 5. Number 5 on the list, we have 5 cylinders. It is the Volvo. Volvo, yeah. It's an alternative list. It's a Volvo C30 T5. Get yourself an R design as well. What more would you want? It's safe. If your parents are buying you a car, tell them, hey, it's a Volvo, it's safe. They'll give you the money, they'll let you buy one. But it's got a 5-cylinder turbocharged engine that would sound fantastic with an exhaust. I'm mentioning that a lot, but it's simple mods with exhaust. Just do it. If you want a performance car, you want to sound good. Five-cylinder. It's the Focus RS engine. Yes, Focus RS. You've all heard of that. But get yourself a C30. It's a budget version. You will be able to go to your factory, your authorized Volvo dealer, do yourself a favor, get yourself a Polestar upgrade. Doesn't harm the car. It gives you a performance upgrade of engine, power, torque, figures, all of that. Doesn't upset your fuel economy. It does wonders. And if you find one in Rebel Blue, that's their performance color. That's their hero color, essentially. It's that nice shade of baby blue, I guess you could call it. So get one of those. Number 4. Well, if all those other cars seem to be high cost, high maintenance, unreliable, I've got a Toyota for you. It's a Corolla. Yeah, a Corolla. But not any Corolla. Now, in Australia, we got the Sportivo, but we have this car fitted with the 2ZZ GE engine, which is essentially what was fitted to the last generation of Celica. It is Toyota's version of what Honda calls VTEC, yo. You get the VVT LI, so variable timing with lift. That's what the L stands for, lift. Rev happy car, it's front wheel drive, it's bucket loads of fun. You can thrash the hell out of this thing and it won't break down. It's reliable, it's cheap to run. What more do you want? If you want something like that and something that's a little bit different, Corolla Sportivo, go for it. Now, I mentioned earlier that there's 12 cars on the top 10 list, so we're at number 3. So number 3, I have chosen 2 cars, very similar cars. They're both French. They're both hot hatches, they're tiny, they're not very powerful, but they're lightweight and they're bucket loads of fun. The first one is a Peugeot. It's a 206 GTI 180. So you may know, of course, you probably do know of the 205 GTI. That is going up in value, but this was the next model after that. It was a 206 GTI. It's got rally pedigree.
Al llegar al puente, el tramo de Viladra.
This car was a World Rally Championship winning car. Well, not this exactly, but you know, it's got that heritage to it. So that is the first choice. The alternative one is the Renault Clio. Now, bear with me, there's a lot of words in this one. It is the Renault Clio Sport Cup 1H2. I think I got that right. Similar sort of deal. I mean, I couldn't really choose between the two, so it's something that I could leave to you to decide on. But yeah, there you go. That sort of car, similar power, similar performance. Get yourself a manual. They'll probably only come in manuals, but yeah, little car, economical, rev happy, something a bit different, European, stylish. Go for it. Number 2. It's another Toyota, and it's a wagon. Why? Well, it's not just it's not a Camry, but this thing here has, again, rally heritage. It is essentially a Celica GT4. An all-wheel drive, turbocharged, 4-cylinder vehicle. It's had the body ripped off it, and Toyota's gone and put you could almost call it a Corolla wagon shell over the top of it. It's a Caldina. Toyota Caldina GT4. So this has a 3S GTE 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It has the all-wheel drive system. It literally is the system that was underneath the Celica that's been put underneath. So get the family in the back and tear around some dirt tracks and be a rally driver with them. It's a great car. It's a Toyota reliability again, you know, compared to some of these other cars on the list. It's a little bit different and might get people asking questions again. So Caldina GT4. Number 1 on the list is another car from BMW, but this one here is a little bit more of a classic. It's still reliable in my opinion. It's got a straight 6-cylinder engine, naturally aspirated, and yeah, it's a great car. It's the BMW 5 Series, but the E28 generation. So this is the late 70s to mid 80s car. No, you probably can't afford an M5 or the M535i version, but get yourself the best of the rest is the 535i. 3.5 litre inline 6-cylinder. great potential. You can make this thing look amazing. Still got that old school look, the typical BMW. It's got chrome bumper bars. I mean, this would not look out of place at a car show, Cars and Coffee, with cars that are worth, you know, 2, 3, 4 plus times as much as this is. And bucket loads of fun. It's a classic. It's a great entryway into classic car ownership. So that leaves us with our wildcard entry. Now this car will give you a legitimate reason to have a Porsche keyring on your keys. Yeah, so no, it's not a 959, a Carrera GT, a 918, a GT2 RS, all of those great cars, and but yes, it is a Porsche. It's a Porsche 924. It's the poorest of poor man's Porsches, and some people call it a Volkswagen or Audi, but it's got a Porsche badge. That's it. It's a Porsche.
Porsche people, get ready. The 924 Turbo is here, joining the 924 with its superb handling. The 924 Turbo. At Weissach, it covers the quarter mile in 16.3 seconds. Its maximum speed, 132 miles per hour. Test drive the legend other sports cars are judged by. Porsche 924 and 924 Turbo.
Porsche 924. Throw some Carrera GT Turbo, whatever they call them, bits on it, make it wide body, go nuts with it, make it look insane. I don't know why people don't love these more. It's you can hot rod these things, you could do so much with it and not really care about, you know, what people will think. Just go nuts with it. There is racing pedigree with this car too at Le Mans. But that's my wildcard entry, Porsche 924. That's pretty much it. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you for staying till the end. Thank you for taking your time to watch this, and it's time to get a grip. Cheers.